When I returned from months of working abroad, I paused with my key halfway in the lock. Voices drifted from inside, my mother laughing like she had nothing to hide, and my sister letting out that smug little giggle she used whenever she thought she'd won something. I pushed the door open, luggage still in my hand. Dust from the airport clung to my shoes as I stepped into the living room. There they were, lounging comfortably on my furniture, as if the place had always belonged to them. My sister lifted her glass with a smirk. "Hope you're ready to find somewhere else to live." My mother chimed in, her tone syrupy. "Sweetheart, it was the best thing for her divorce. She needed somewhere steady." I didn't react. I just smiled slowly, letting it sharpen the air between us. My sister frowned. "What's so funny?" That's when everything shifted. But to understand the moment, you have to know what came before it. There was a time I actually admired my sister, her boldness, her charm, her ability to turn chaos into something almost admirable. She taught me a lot when we were younger, things sisters should and shouldn't teach each other. And my mother, she had a way of making her control look like love. I didn't recognize the difference back then. When I bought the condo, they celebrated like it was their victory. My mother hugged me, telling me how proud she was. I believed every word. But betrayal never enters with fanfare. It creeps in quietly. Before I left with my overseas contract, something fell off when I handed over the spare key just in case. Her smile was too controlled. Her glance toward my sister lingered too long. Then, during video calls, she started slipping in little comments. She really needs stability during the divorce. You're so fortunate. You won't mind helping family. She used the word fortunate right before she gutted my trust. Still, like an idiot, I kept sending money home. For utilities, for her medicine, never imagining she was using my absence as an opportunity. I found out the truth by accident during a layover. I checked my banking app and a chain of transactions stared back at me. Transfer fees, official processing charges, document filings. My condo's address was listed. My mother's signature appeared as if I had authorized her to act for me. And my sister? She was listed as the new owner. I felt nothing. No panic, no fury, just a cold stillness that made everything clear. I didn't call them. I didn't demand answers. I forwarded everything to my lawyer with one message. "Is this even legal?" He replied quickly, not if I had revoked the power of attorney when I renewed my contract. And I had, quietly a year earlier, which meant what they filed wasn't a transfer. It was forgery, and the condo wasn't just in my name. It was protected under my company's asset umbrella. They hadn't just interfered with my property. They had committed fraud against a corporate entity. Companies don't argue. They prosecute. My lawyer put everything in motion, formal charges, documented evidence, court dates, while I continued video calls with my family, pretending nothing was wrong. My mother would smile and say, "Your sister is taking great care of your place." If only she knew what was coming. So now, standing in my own living room with jet lag buzzing through my bones, I finally looked at both of them and tapped my phone screen. The recording app glowed. "That's interesting," I said calmly, "because I got a call 2 days ago." Their smirks wavered. I showed them the email. Charges filed. Summons pending. My sister's face drained of color. My mother's hand trembled around her glass. "You wouldn't do this," my mother whispered. "I didn't," I replied. "The company did." The shock on her face was almost pitiful. Almost. She finally understood she hadn't just crossed a line. She'd trampled a legal boundary she didn't even realize existed. My sister stood, shaking as if she'd just stepped into cold water. "We can fix this." I placed the printed documents on the table. "You already tried. You forged a signature without legal authority. That alone is years of prison time." Silence filled the room, heavy and perfect. "You wanted a place to live," I told my sister. "Looks like you're about to get one with a locked door."